Hello and welcome to the penultimate round of the Survivor Series. Here's your A-Block contestants. Quick shout out to the 0 views on the last video. It was kind of rushed anyway, I'm not too offended by it. Let's just blame it on the algorithms, because I'm sure my Russian robot subscribers would never do that to me intentionally. We're in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for the A-Block. Of course, it is AJ Styles that picks up the forfeit points from Big E going into this round. And Shelton Benjamin, of course, starting us off. It's a tough ask to face Drew McIntyre, who's pretty hot at the moment, though you see there, Shelton Benjamin does get his shots in, but it's not enough to keep Drew down as much as he had have wished it did. And he gets tossed around the ring, kicked in the face, and that's the end of the night for Shelton. Drew picking up the points, headed toward the semi-finals, and Shelton left with just his forfeit points at this stage. At least he got off the mark though. Good for him. The next match, a real technical classic across the Atlantic. Hbk Taken On Regal, but they're not above getting dirty here, as you can see. Neither of them. In fact, it was HBK, the one willing to take Regal outside into the furniture, into the elements. But Regal, with all his tricks, working the limbs, those perfect suplexes. Here's a Regal plex with a bridge. Absolutely gorgeous maneuver. And it's a tale of two halves to this tournament. Whoa, just missed with the kick, HBK. For these two, you see them just reversing over and over, both of them so sharp with their technique. There's a kick that lands. That could be the finish, but just to finish my point, Regal on a bit of a losing streak here as Shawn Michaels picks up his third win in a row. It started with a forfeit, but he's racking up the points now. Moving quickly along to the main event though, Razer Ramon versus The Rock. This is not a match we've seen for quite some time, so pretty exciting. And Razer celebrating with a bit of toothpick throwing at The Rock, at the former world champion. And I guess maybe taking advantage of The Rock's rustiness a bit here. Of course, it was The Rock that picked up the forfeit points last time out. Oh, and the switchblade elbow. Then going straight for the Razor's Edge, but The Rock doesn't let that happen. Hits the spine buster. Look at the size of him. Look at the size of both these guys. A real heavyweight battle here. And the People's Elbow is incoming. It lands. Rock doesn't stop there. The Rock bottom. A bit of a come from behind win here for The Rock. He had to find his groove, but he did. He picks up the points. He stays top of the A block going into the final round. Our hero, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Thank you, sir, for your service. Let's have a look at the points in total. So it's a real race for that second semi-final spot between a few guys that could still make it in there. I did fix up the tables too. I made a bit of a mess of those last week. Another reason I'm not too worried you didn't watch it. So, B block. We have all 4 matches for this one. No one's pulled out. Boston was the location for the B block. Keith Lee, of course, still at the bottom of the table, and he faces his largest test, literally, in the tournament here in Diesel. The 2 super heavyweights of the B block going at it. And you can see there that lifting, well, at least, well, no, here you go. Lifting each other, no problem. Just a lot. Oh, even flying at each other, that's no problem. Keith Lee, probably with the advantage when it comes to agility, but certainly with experience and moves like that. Big D with more. Oh, look at this. He didn't finish him with the one choke slam. He kind of fakes him out, lifts him up, and hits another one. This could be it for Keith Lee. It is. no real consequences to this match. Neither of them mathematically able to make it to the semi-finals of this Survivor Series, but Big D with a win. Moving very quickly along, as we do. Dexter Loomis versus Randy Orton. These two have tagged together quite a bit in the season coming up to this, but of course Randy Orton's not one for letting friendship get in the way of anything, of some violence, and I don't think Dexter Loomis has had a friend in his life. Probably not one he didn't strangle to death. So, you see here, it was Randy Orton dominating in the early stages. A comeback here from Dexter Loomis and straight into that head and arm choke. Orton fighting for life, getting out of that one. Comes back with a knee to the head, a kick to the face. That could be it. Can that keep him down? Has that rattled his brains enough? No, it has not. They may be scrambled enough already. Dexter Loomis goes for that head and arm choke again. It's an unpredictable match in the way that it keeps kind of going back and forth. You never know what the other person's going to jump in with. You see here, this is just... I think someone's life probably got taken by that move in Dexter Loomis' past. Goes for the head and arm choke again, this time standing. Randy Orton once again fighting out. Goes for the RKO. That's reversed. He hits it again. You can't let your guard down when it comes to Randy Keith Orton. And he picks up the win. And that is important going into the last round. Because Randy Orton is right there in B block. Very much in with a shout of the top spot. 10 points he's on. Now this was a fantastic match, a real classic grappler versus striker match. Of course, both of them very well rounded, but look at this from Ultimate Warrior. The power, he's certainly got that advantage. And even has a few striking moves. Shining Wizard there. The bridge on that suplex. Just keeps going for it, Ultimate Warrior. But Shinsuke saw that one coming. Here come the kicks. Kick to the head. Ooh, connects. And then he goes for that Kinshasa. Oh, Ultimate Warrior saw it coming. Look at that. Spins underneath, grabs the ankle. Ankle lock. Shinsuke in trouble. Rolls out. German suplex of his own. And then the landslide. He's finished some matches with this, particularly in Japan. And Ultimate Warrior would not know much about that. That's another Kinshasa. He's actually reversed there. And then the Olympic Slam from Ultimate Warrior. Oh my goodness, that could be it. And it is. Well done, Ultimate Warrior. He's picked up points here over Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, defending America against the outsiders. Speaking of outsiders, there's Cesaro there. He's in our main event. He's taken on the United States champion John Cena. And these two, this is the top of the group. This is the top of the block. It's first versus second, and Cena getting stuck right in. Going for a pin early. That's not going to do it. Takes the fight outside. And, seems to have backfired. Cesaro knocking him against the barricade. And then spinning him into it. Oh, there it is. My goodness. More spins to come, though. Cesaro does like his spin. He is the king of spin. He is the DJ. The Swiss DJ. Cesaro, a pin here, but not a pinfall. The sharpshooter. It's locked in. So Cena can power out of it. He comes back. Hits a shoulder block. And another. It's all on the line here. Who's going to win the B block of the Survivor Series? We know these moves, but so does Cesaro. Look at that, he picks the ankle, takes him down. Cena again, trying to create movement. It's not going to be in his interest to stay in the pocket and grapple with Cesaro. Now he has a chance with the 5-knuckle shuffle, but that misses too. Cesaro sees it coming. Knocks him down. My goodness, look at this. Swinging him around again. European uppercuts in the corner. Oh, this is bad news for Cena. And he started well, but Cesaro has really had his number ever since. Drop kick lands, and See, it looks like Cesaro's going to finish it, but oh, in a flash, Cena with the AA. A reversal out of nowhere. Oh, you can't blink. Cena picks up the points. What a win for John Cena. And he stays on top of the group. He stays undefeated in B Block in the Survivor Series. My goodness, what a match that was. Let's have a look at the table. And it is Cena and Orton, really. Cesaro actually in with a shout. Those two meet next week. So tune in for that. Thank you for watching this one. And until then, have a good one.